It's coffee time. I'm like really sleepy and weird right now. So if this turns into another one of those like ramble episodes, then I'm giving you the heads up now. You're prepared. Get ready. But first, let me know if the audio sounds better because I know a lot of you guys were saying, "Hey, the video looks great now, but the audio is really light and we can barely hear you." And I was like, "No, because my microphone is turned all the way up. It's at 100%." So that meant that I needed to try a new position. So I'm trying a new position right now. It sounded good on the test recording, but if it sounds too light again or sounds really weird, if it's picking up weird noises, I don't know. Let me know. Let me know how this works, and we'll go from there. We'll go from there, you guys. I'm just overjoyed that I can finally use this microphone without it being a whole hullabaloo because this microphone is so much nicer. Anywho, so the reason that I'm tired is because we went to see, Sam, Isaac, Jeannie, and I all went to see I, Frankenstein. And I could not tell you a thing about it. I mean, I could recite to you the first, like, 20 minutes. And then after that, it's a blur of fireballs. Lots of fireballs. That's mostly what I remember. Oh, I think there was, like, a devil at one point, like a devil face. And that's pretty much all I got. Man, I slept. And I tried so hard not to. It's like in math class. Some of you will not know this feeling. And I applaud you. But pretty much every day when I went into my math class, high school and college, I could not keep my eyes open. It was a battle. It was just an hour or more battle of me at my desk trying so hard to look alert and awake because I know how rude that is. You know, to be in a class and have somebody trying to teach you something and you are sleeping. I was like, I can't be that person. I can't be that person. And I was that person every single day. Every single day I fell asleep without meaning to. Like, I didn't. So that was the feeling at this movie. Not for the same sort of responsibility reasons, but sort of for a responsibility reason. Movies are expensive. You're there with people. You want to enjoy it. And, you know, I went in and we started watching it, and then it was just like, oh God, trying so hard to keep my eyes open. And every time something in the movie woke me up, I was like, okay, I'm going to stay awake. I'm going to see the rest of this movie. It just didn't happen. It didn't happen. And thank God it wasn't just Sam and I, because then on the way home, it would have been, what about this part? I don't know what you're talking about. So he got to, you know, quote lines from it with Jeannie and Isaac. I think the general consensus is that this movie's bad. Just so you guys know, the movie was bad, which I kind of got the feeling from. I've never read the comic book, though. I'm wondering if the comic is good, but it did not translate well into film. I'm saying that as a person who slept through at least 75% of that movie. It was bad. It was hard. But we did make curry. I took a picture of it, put it on Instagram because I love food selfies. And, it turned out pretty good. I thought that the meat was a little bit dry. Sam loved it. He was like, this is the best. This is so good. You don't use curry powder. It's just like a bunch of spices that are in curry. Because curry powder is a combination of spices. I know, your brain. But, the recipe was literally have this much chicken and then a cup of 6 different vegetables, whatever you want. I was like, okay. So did all that, and then coconut milk, all of your spices, and then 1 can of crushed tomatoes. And you just throw all of that into the slow cooker. And I'll link you guys to this recipe too. Just throw all of that into the slow cooker, and then you cook it for 6 hours on high. So we did that, and it smelled so good. Like, all day while it was cooking, we were both just like, like, it smells amazing. At one point, we left the house because Sam's computer finally showed up. And so we left to get that, which was also the worst because the second that it sprinkles in LA, people don't know what to do. They don't know how to drive. And that's so frustrating coming from a place where it rains all the time. So, we're driving along, everything's going perfectly fine. And then it starts to mist. Not even rain. It's just misting very lightly. You can kind of see it on my windshield. And all of a sudden, traffic. Like, just straight up traffic. It never got more than a sprinkle. It was not full on rain ever. But people just shut down out here. They don't know how to drive in water. And it blows my mind. So, it took us a drive that should have taken us 15 minutes. Took us over an hour. And that was so irritating. It's like, are you kidding me? I could be getting so much stuff done. But we got it. We got all the stuff, and then we came back, and it's, still smelled amazing in the house. Watson has been sitting in the sink a lot, the kitchen sink. And I think it's funny sometimes when she's in there to turn on the water. But she never really runs. She just kind of like gets scared and then is like, But she stays there. She doesn't run away. So she had put her head under the faucet. And I was like, okay, I'm going to turn on the water on her head and see what happens. Because it's usually just like on her little feet. So I turned a little bit of water on her head. And she like backed up. But then was like, this cat loves water. I've suspected it forever. But she would not leave the sink after that. She was so jazzed, just sitting there, wanting more water. She wound up with just a soaked head, soaked shoulders. And I finally was like, okay, kitty, you gotta get out of the sink. And she was just like, purring. Strange. Very strange. Sherlock, not like that at all. He does not like water, does not like being wet. But she does, which is nice, because I only have one troublemaker when it comes to bath time. Thank goodness. But I'll be honest, I haven't given Watson a bath yet since I got her. I mean, aside from the initial bath that she got because she was gross, obviously. But I haven't given her a bath since then. And every now and then she smells a little bit like poop. And I think, I should give you a bath. And then the next time I interact with her, I'm like, oh, you don't smell like poop anymore. And it feels, why? Why when they lick themselves clean all the time. Probably don't need it. Probably don't need a bath. But man, when cats have a bath, you just want to snuggle them all day long. So I think I should just give them baths. Is really what this all comes down to. Yeah. Oh, put up Octodad today. So excited because the day, like, every now and then a company has a specific day that they want all of their stuff to go up. So like if they've given you a promo copy of a game, they might say, don't upload any videos of this until after this day. So lots of Octodad videos went up today. Because this was the first day that we were allowed to put them up. And so it, of course, has caused all this drama because a lot of people are like, you guys are obviously getting paid to do this, but you didn't say it in any of your videos. And I'm like, are other people getting paid? Because I'm not. I know for a fact I'm not getting paid. I was just told don't put your video up until this day. And, I mean, you gotta jump on that, right? You gotta be on that day. You can't just be like, oh, cool, anytime after that. Sweet. No. Obviously, I'm not gonna get better views than Pewdie. Doesn't matter. You gotta put it up that first day. And I did, and it's so fun. Apparently, it has some technical issues later on, so that'll be interesting to look into, but it's really fun so far, so I'm not worried about it. Yeah, that huge box back there. I don't know if, this one right there. That one had Sam's computer in it, and now I'm just waiting to be woken up in the middle of the night to Watson climbing into that box and then not being able to get out and just hearing a cat freak out in a box. Oh, it's gonna be good, guys. It's Gonna be real good. Haven't filmed this yet, obviously. We were gonna film it today, but then going to the computer took over an hour and it didn't need to. But I think we're gonna do that tomorrow. So I was talking with Jeannie about how to optimize my schedule, which is hard for me because I'm disorganized, as you all know. As you are all so aware, I'm a very disorganized brain. So I was talking with her. I was like, I need to film my trides. I need to film Swords and Stitches. I need to film so many things. And when I try to just sit down and figure out the process to be able to film those things, for some reason there's like a mental block, and I don't trust myself to know everything that I need to do. And so we sat for a while today. We were folding my laundry and talking about how to optimize my schedule, and that was kind of funny, but needed. It was necessary at the same time, so I wasn't gonna complain. But that was pretty much my day, guys. Was being angry at water drivers and optimizing and curry and I Frankenstein. Those are all the things. And it's felt like Friday all day, which is very bizarre. So I have what feels like an extra day of work. I'm not upset about it. It's just strange. Yeah. I hope you guys had an amazing day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Mwah.